I just needed that. Now I'll go to Dr. Ranganathan. Dr. Ranganathan, you've heard Mr. Khadge say that the SDPI is secular. Mr. Jindal says Congress is secular. Put this in context.
Yes, the only thing left for the Congress and my good friend Mr. Jindal to say is that Aurangzeb was also secular, as he butchered 4.6 million Hindus. Maybe he was. But Pranesh, let's come back to this topic because it's very serious. It tells the level to which Congress is prepared to go. Now, there are two issues here. Number one, in January 2020, as you know, Bangalore police arrested 6 SDPI men who, for a mere 10,000 rupees each, 10,000 rupees, plotted to kill the young BJP MP Tejasvi Surya because of his pro-CAA stand. They actually came to kill him at a rally. Couldn't, so nearly killed an RSS worker instead. SDPI also had a role, as you just mentioned, in Bangalore riots. SDPI is the other side of the PFI coin. And remember, NIA arrested 21 PFI and SDPI activists in Kannur when they were participating in an arms training camp. They seized country bombs and swords and documents linking them with terror groups like the Indian Mujahideen. And do you remember when this happened? No need to even ask Tehseen. This happened in 2013 under the UPA. Look, there is documented proof that the PFI and SDF is an organization neck deep in acts of terror, bomb making, training camps, political murders, linked with Al-Qaeda and Islamic fundamentalism. The PFI came into prominence after Simi was banned. Many of the PFI leaders are actually ex-Simi. This is not me saying this, but the Kerala police and the High Court. Ab wo bhi sangi hai kya? On July 4, 2010, PFI activists chopped off the hand of a teacher named Joseph for allegedly framing a question paper that insulted Prophet Muhammad. In 2015, 13 PFI SDPI activists were convicted by the court for this crime. Hundreds of PFI SDPI leaders and activists have been charged under UAPA, all under the Congress and the Communists. But the moment the BJP comes to power, the farmers start supporting such organizations. Now let me briefly come, Pradesh, to the other issue, and that's also linked and very important. Please, Congress has a history of Hindu phobia. Remember the statement by Congress leader Jaki Holi that Hindu has a dirty meaning and that Indians would be ashamed of it. And who did Rahul Gandhi meet, by the way, recently on his Bharat Jodo Yatra? Yes, the virulently anti-Hindu pastor George Punaiya, who told him Jesus is the real God, not Shakti. Then there is Shivraj Patil, who claimed Lord Krishna taught jihad to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. Pardon my laughing. Recall how Mahila Congress leader Lavanya Balal made a Gaumutra jibe, same as the Pulwama bomber. Then an alleged post by a Congress youth wing leader Shaukat Ali called Hinduism a terrorist religion. Recently, a Goa Congress leader Jalmi termed Hindu god Parashuram as a terrorist and a rapist. Remember, Congress celebrates Tipu Jayanti despite knowing it demolished hundreds of temples and converted and butchered lakhs of Hindus. And who can forget that the phrase saffron terror was coined by the Congress and that it wanted to pass the communal violence bill where only the majority, i.e. Hindus, would be held guilty in a communal riot. Remember how Congress blamed the Hindu RSS for the 26/11 terror attack? Had Kasab not been caught alive, Pranesh, it is beyond doubt that the Congress would have fortified in just 10 seconds. Congress will ally with Bharat Todo people while doing Bharat Jodo Yatra.